diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. So the Auburn Tigers offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Quarterback on the keeper. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Extending the play. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So Georgia Southern's offense will get the ball for the first time. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Right on the money. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And now on second down for this offense. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. That's caught. It's Paul. Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. Might be looking to run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Under fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Well, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They go to the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Oh, they want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Makes the grab. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And some room to work. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test them. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got a man in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Got it in the middle is Jefferson, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Into the secondary on the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Swings it out to his running back. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Houston.
He's got it.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly out to the tight end. Quick step and go. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds a man in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. To the air on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger.
Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Paul. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch stretch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Caught in the backfield is Paul. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the inside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 30. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Rides the back on the option to give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. It's caught. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Handoff to the single running back. Find some fresh air. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Towards the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Quickly to the tight end. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Melton. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Rides to back and leaves it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
He'll pull it down and run. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And the pummeling has started. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. And the Tigers are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson. Touchdown, Tiger. All of that may be in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Quarterback adapting. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. That is the exclamation point, and they remain perfect. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.